Welcome to Chain Reaction by Capital Copilot, your daily dose of the latest in cryptocurrency news, market insights, and blockchain trends. Let's get started. Franklin Templeton files innovative ETFs converting dividends to Bitcoin, while leveraged liquidations hammer digital credit products. Charles Schwab enters prediction markets, and two Texas brothers plead guilty to $8 million armed crypto robbery. Franklin Templeton filed with the SEC to register two new ETFs that bridge traditional equities and cryptocurrency investment: the Franklin US Equity Bitcoin DRIP Index ETF and Franklin US Innovation. Bitcoin DRIP Index ETF would maintain 95% allocation to US equities and 5% to Bitcoin. The key innovation is that all corporate dividends collected from equity holdings would be automatically reinvested into Bitcoin ETFs, futures, or other instruments, creating steady Bitcoin demand funded entirely by equity dividends. Trading could begin as early as September 2026 if regulatory approval is granted. Markets experienced their worst day in digital credit product history. Strategies STRC and SATA plummeted on Thursday, falling well below their designed $100 par values. STRC traded as low as $82.53 before recovering to $88.59. SATA traded as low as $92.88 and closed at $97.71. Strive CEO Matt Cole attributed the sell-off to leverage position liquidations with exceptional trading volumes of $941 million for STRC and $153 million for SATA. Two Texas brothers, Isaiah Angelo Garcia and Raymond Christian Garcia, pleaded guilty to armed cryptocurrency robbery. On September 19, 2025, they traveled from Waller, Texas to Grant, Minnesota, where they held a family at gunpoint for over 8 hours. The brothers forced the father to transfer more than $8 million in cryptocurrency. Each faces up to 20 years in federal prison and must pay over $8 million in restitution. CME Group filed a lawsuit against the CFTC challenging Kalshi's approval of Bitcoin perpetual futures, arguing the product should be classified as a swap rather than a futures contract. The CFTC approved Kalshi X's BTC Perp contract on May 29, 2026. Kalshi has already recorded over $5 billion in perpetual futures volume since launch. Charles Schwab is entering prediction markets through a partnership with Cboe Global Markets, planning to launch contracts based on S&P 500 predictions. Unlike competitors, Schwab will focus exclusively on financial markets with objectively measurable results, avoiding regulatory challenges associated with political prediction markets. Bitcoin currently trades at $63,608, with Ethereum at $1,725.73. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index has declined into extreme fear territory. However, Bitcoin network activity has reached its highest levels since late 2024, driven primarily by a surge in small-value transactions and data-heavy operations like runes, ordinals, and BRC20 tokens. That's a wrap for today's edition of Chain Reaction by Capital Copilot. We hope you're feeling more informed and ready to navigate the cryptoverse. Until next time, keep your digital wallets ready.